who may well be fighting Paul McCloskey for the European title before too long, and these guys nudging in just below there and looking for their big opportunity at that sort of level. You could hear in the interviews with them yesterday just how much it means to both men. So much on the line, and their supporters, all of them bellowing their encouragement, have turned out in force.
This one really promises to be a fantastic matchup, not only in styles, but in terms of heart, skill and ability. These two are very evenly matched. As Barry's already alluded to earlier on, Daws' engine is phenomenal. We watched him spar 10 hard rounds over at the gym. And I tell you what, McDonagh, to his credit, is equally just as fit. And, he's got to be very, very careful, McDonagh, because he takes a lot of chances. He wings punches in with both hands.
Real trier is McDonagh, though. He will just keep on coming, you know that. But is he good enough as a boxer? Is he technically good enough to match Lenny Daws, who says he's come into this with renewed dedication? He was stopped by Giuseppe Lauri in an EU title fight in Italy last year, Peter McDonagh, and says that was a real hometown decision. He says forget about that one, but he's actually coming into this having won 7 of his last 9. So although his overall record 13-13, he is a man who's in form and finding real pride and will to win as he's advanced in his professional career. And I think built on that victory over Michael Gomez in slightly controversial circumstances some 3 years ago.
McDonagh threw the right, left, right, and Daws walked straight onto it. Daws, a notoriously slow starter, but always finishes fights incredibly strong.
Well, McDonagh's doing well. That's a terrific right hand. Turned that one over the top beautifully. Really good shot from McDonagh. Best of the round so far. Well,
the difference between these two at the moment is McDonagh is throwing punches like it's the last round, and Daws looking for the openings and walking onto a beautiful right hand and a left hook. And McDonagh turned the right hand over perfectly and followed it up with a beautiful left hook.
McDonagh says he's paid greater attention than ever to his conditioning, his diet and his overall strength, and he's got him with another good solid right hand, turning it over the top once again. That's been the damaging punch, and another one.
The body
really
shot
good,
well.
This.
The body shot as well, John. And the right hand again by McDonagh. Somebody's going to go, I think, John.
Good
These shots.
Really good opening round this for Peter McDonagh.
What an opening round.
If I tell you that the bookmakers, I took a wander into a well-known bookmaking chain this morning, and they told me Lenny Daws was 7-1 on. It doesn't look like that right now. What a round.
The right hand was absolutely on target. Turned it over beautifully, McDonagh.
Well, he's made a super start to this, McDonagh. He said he believed that he was the better boxer and he would go out there and prove it. Not too much between them in terms of physique. Daws slightly physically the bigger man.
Daws has to keep the left hand up to block the right hands over the top from McDonagh. And McDonagh just has to keep doing the same thing.
This fight going to Canada, to Australia. There'll be a lot of interest in Ireland as well. Peter McDonagh, former Irish champion, and gets a lot of support from that part of the world.
Well, this promises to be a boy's own kind of fight, John. These two are leaving nothing in the changing room, they're leaving nothing in training whatsoever.
Oh, good body shots. And brought one up beautifully as well, McDonagh. Really impressed with his opening so far. And Daws has got to find more. Among the interested fight figures on the far side of the ring, and see John Thaxton over there, Dominic Ingle, well-known trainer, John Ingle there as well. Your brother I saw in the audience as well, Clinton.
Yeah, both Clinton and Winston, my nephew Leon, the footballer. I brought the whole family and my kids as well tonight. I knew this one was going to be a good fight.
Now Daws just starting to perhaps get into a little bit more of a rhythm, having completely out-hustled in that opening round.
Well, McDonagh giving as good as he gets. The difference between between the two for me at the moment. They're both dishing out a lot of leather, but McDonagh does just slightly better in terms of defence.
Tight around. McDonagh may be just slightly the quicker to the punch. A lot of people expected Daws to look physically the stronger. Well, make your own minds up on that one.
There's another right hand again by McDonagh. Just having the final say in the exchange.
That's good. That is good again. Lovely uppercut from McDonagh.
The thing is, when you get somebody in front of you like a McDonagh who has a very average record, in your mind subconsciously, if you've got a better record, you say, I know I can beat the guy. But then he surprises you with work like this. Average record maybe, but he's been match tough, as I said, Duke, and people within the sport know that he has got a real fighting heart, and he will show every moment of bravery in there tonight. You can absolutely guarantee it. Close to second round. McDonagh, big time, taking the opening round, and on our card, well, on my card, edging the second. Barry sees it the same way. Duke? I've given that second round to Daws.
Well, it's an interesting one. Promised to be that way. Look at...
This is what Daws likes. He can throw the combinations and he can come and come again with more punches.
They're wanting him to move to the right hand, to the right side rather, avoiding that right hand, the overhand right that Peter McDonagh's had so much success with, and Robert McCracken, who's flown back specially from the United States where he's training, Carl Froch. He's going to be in the corner later on of John McDonnell, and he's there with Lenny Daws. He's saying, come on, let those combinations go.
Well, we know that Daws is incredibly physically strong and will need to be tonight.
Both of them fairly raw-boned fighters. Daws being told, watch it as you come in, keep your gloves up high, let's not see you getting marked up. I think it's almost inevitable that that's going to be a factor the further the fight goes.
Well, Daws has a habit of getting involved very, very quickly, very, very early in fights. Has excellent boxing skills.
You say that, Duke, that he was outboxed, wasn't he, in the early stages here, certainly in the first round.
Well, you know, as I've said before, he is a notorious slow starter. But this one proving to be equally just as hard as most of Lenny Daws' fights. All of his fights are won on attrition, guts, stamina and skill. Listen to this crowd. I wonder where Peter McDonagh's dad's getting a view of this, seeing his son fighting his heart out. A lot of McDonagh fans down on the floor of the auditorium here, roaring on their support. The Daws fans, many of them up in the balcony, and I can see a couple of Lenny Daws flags up there as well. Real boisterous atmosphere here in this East End heart of boxing. Just some of McDonagh's punches now falling a little bit short. Nothing short with that left-hand lead. There's the right, this time. I tell you, McDonagh turns the right hand over. Oh, good shot. A good left hand from Lenny Daws. And for a moment there, McDonagh just wanted to hold on. Another good round, Duke. It's another great round. And neither of the boxers are looking to hold on the inside. Good body shot also by McDonagh. McDonagh, let me remind you, he's in the black shorts.